but I did it to prove a point, and I consistently bring in leads from the live site that I showed you guys inside the training. Consistently is bringing in leads as of this week without a GMB. So it just shows you that things that might get you caught up, maybe you don't have it, you haven't got verified or whatever yet, don't let it stop you, man. Get more projects out into space, man. I haven't touched that site, by the way, for now, I think almost 18 months. Haven't touched it. Haven't put a backlink to it. Don't have a GMB, and it gets leads every week. So it shows you, like, when you put and you float a project out into the water, that thing sits there and works for you. And this is why I believe that this business model is one of the best business models out there, is because when you can sit and float a project, a web property, I don't care if it's local, national, or global, doesn't matter. We do all of them, by the way. If I can float that out there, and that thing sits out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if it's global, it's hitting all these different countries, right? Other than my hosting and maybe some of the expenses that I put into this, and this thing's generating me leads for years and years and years and years and years to come, which more revenue, what have you. That seems like a really good business model to me. That means if I wanted to take the next week off, my site that I put out there, it doesn't take the week off with me. It keeps working for me, right? So to me, where a lot of people fail in this business is they don't get enough, I call them shoes on the shelf. They don't get enough shoes on the shelf. They don't have enough projects out there. Listen, not everyone's gonna be a club banger. Not everyone's gonna go and make you a zillion dollars. Some are gonna make you nothing. You know what? I said it, that's fine, okay? Some are gonna make you nothing. You're gonna put time, energy, and effort into something that turns around and doesn't become fruitful for you, right? Some, on the other hand, are gonna be incredible for you. They're gonna make you tons and tons of money, right? When the chips fall down and everything's at the bottom, you're gonna see that, wow, out of 100 sites I put out there, 32 of them actually hit really good. I'm just throwing a random number. And those 32 average about $623 a month, each one of those things. And that makes me $18,000 per month minus my expenses. It's a net 13 grand, okay, whatever that number is, right? If those, you put 100 out there and 83 of them hit, you could do the math, right? The bottom line is too many people jump in this. They put up one project because they're generally cash strapped of some sort. Okay, or they don't have certainty. We talked about certainty earlier, and so they lack the certainty, and they give themselves this chance. And mathematically, the chance is flawed, because if that one doesn't hit and you quit, that's all she wrote. You're back to the job, or you're on to the next opportunity that you so choose, right? For me, I was lucky, right? Because I don't know if I would have, like, I'm talking to you guys now from a guy that's in the future. I'm 10 years in the future of you guys, many of you guys, 6 to some, 10 to others that are brand new. Like, I've been doing this for a decade, okay? And looking back is my very first project hit. My very first project I put out there, I had a client pay me within 2 weeks, right? And that was very encouraging. But I can imagine that if that first project didn't hit, what would have happened if I just threw in the towel, right? I would have never found this amazing treasure that exists, which is basically local search, which is so easy to dominate when you find the right industries and niches to go into, right? And I wouldn't have made this fortune, right? I don't have a college degree. I dropped out after my first year at Oregon. I barely made it through high school. So what was my next move was go sell cars again, right? Tell you what, I ain't ever going back to selling cars, right? I'm for surely not now, but mentally, I know where many of you guys are at, where money's tight. So take it slow. If you have to take it slow, take it slow. But understand that mathematically, if you only sail one little boat out onto the internet and that thing doesn't get a ton of leads, or it doesn't pop off and it's not a club banger, don't throw in the towel off that one. Understand that, you might put 10 of these out there and 4 of them hit, but those 4 might be, $1,000, $1,500 a month. And now we're talking we're talking some real money, right? And I see so many people that have came and gone that never gave the full meal deal, right? They floated one and it didn't hit as hard as it needed to hit. And they're like, man, it only brought me in $350 a month. Like, I can't get out of my job if I just have that coming in. It's like, but what if you had 10 of them or 20 of them doing that, right? Trout, salmon. It's okay if it takes time. right? Your other alternative generally is you go do 20, 30 years hard time at your JOB, right?